We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. It's the ThinkSoJoE Show! Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're working on improving things around here, so
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, look at that nice sustain. Look at that. I like how we have viewers, but this is supposed to tell me how many people are watching. It still says 0.
Oh.
So
Oh, look how cool that is.
we got new devices and tech and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning. So we got that's a man who I've smoked one cigarette. One. And you've heard that number 1 a lot this week, I think, haven't you?
Yeah.
You ate one pistachio? Anyway.
These sweet chili pistachios, they're amazing.
They were. I had one.
I ate the rest of the bag.
And she's sitting here eating white chocolate chips. I had one.
I had the rest of the bag.
Yeah, we're getting some new tech and getting everything going here and hoping everything's working properly because YouTube's giving me a warning saying that the video settings aren't right.
Oh, no.
But you guys can hear me, I guess, so hopefully everything else is working. Now it says excellent connection.
Okay, we'll take it.
Sure, whatever, YouTube. Insert disc in the CD drive. I don't have a CD drive. You have the computer with the DVD drive.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a computer. Well, there's a computer for me to use.
You got my old computer.
Yep.
We finally found a spot to hook it up and got it hooked up. I got to set up the printer on there still for you.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So that you're not just, randomly sending me things like print these while I'm working or doing other things.
I don't mean like do this now. I mean do this at your leisure, but do this.
Sitting at the computer, I'm like, all right, sure, I'll print them now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we got one of them streamed. We got a 1.
Oh.
It says 1 person's watching, even though there's 3 people in the chat. I thought maybe it would be more accurate than that. I guess I don't know. But hey, we got this Elgato Stream Deck that all the Twitch people use. So they have all their little graphics on the screen and they push their little buttons and little things pop up. Unfortunately, I got it at like 5:30.
Yeah, he's been sitting waiting all day.
First, so I got it from Best Buy because they were like, we can have it to you by Wednesday. Whereas Amazon's like, yeah, we won't have any in stock until May 9th. So like, all right, I'd rather get it sooner than later. So let me just get it from Best Buy. But and they shipped it UPS and they didn't put, like, there was no scheduled time like there usually is. You know how usually if you're a UPS My Choice member, it'll say you need to, your shipment will be here by this time. It'll be in between these 4 hours. And I didn't get that. It was just by the end of the day. Like, oh, okay, great. So that could be any time. And then I'm sitting there, I can still follow the truck on the GPS thing they have now.
It's infuriating.
Oh, it's very infuriating because now you see how fuel inefficient UPS really is.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and I'm sitting there waiting for UPS and it's like in your area and then it's like almost there and then I'm sitting there for another hour or hour and a half just killing time playing Peggle on Xbox. Like I don't want to get into hockey because then I gotta set up for the show sometime soon and shave and shower and all that stuff. So finally it was like 4:30 and I'm like, okay, I better stop and go do all the shit I need to do.
Yeah.
And finally it got here like 5:45, 5:30, something like that. So it's like, oh fuck, like, all right, I'm not gonna have time to do this. So I got it set up and I got it working with the program so I can just push buttons. So we got five viewers now.
Neat. Hi.
Cool. Hi, people.
Welcome.
Anyway, and so but I didn't set up anything new. So everything, all the graphics and everything are just the old graphics.
Yeah.
So there's nothing, like, I don't have anything cool to do with this right now other than, like, I don't have to click a button on the computer. I just push the button here to switch to the song break mode.
Okay.
Like the little lightning bolt thingy.
But next week's going to be lit.
Ooh, hopefully. It depends on when the package gets here. We're cutting it close again next week.
Yeah.
But we're hoping that starting next week we can improve the video quality a little bit.
Cool.
With we're having some, not that this is a bad camera, just it's a much better camera when you use it as a video camera than as a USB webcam.
Right.
Because, like, this graphic is seriously, we look pixelated as fuck. Like, this is what really stands out to me is the bee in the Sabres hat.
Yeah.
Is like, that should be sharper.
Okay.
And so next week, as long as my package gets here on time, it will be. Because we're going to switch cameras. We're going to have a much better quality, hopefully, of video.
And this light, can we? Oh my!
Oh, we got a light now too. Yeah.
I feel like a bug. I'm just drawn to it, but also I feel like it's danger.
So the idea of getting the light was the source of light on our faces was Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if I can buy a light that goes around the camera, and then we'll have decent light for the show.
Yeah. It's definitely more even.
I don't know what we got the Laura Moore bot going on in the chat. She's just a Windows application that's telling us that we need to make sure our devices have enough power, and when buying tickets from Ticketmaster to enter our payment details incorrectly. Oh, look at that. You look extra beautiful today.
I love you, Jasmine.
Wait till you see with the camera next week, as long as the battery gets here that we need. Wait till you see next week, and you can see her in full high definition, like what she actually looks like.
I'll pop out the contacts for you, Jazzy.
Like, she put on this nice necklace.
I did.
And put on all this nice makeup. And, I mean, you can see it. You just don't get the detail of it. So hopefully next week. Hopefully we're trying to make things a little bit better as far as being able to watch, and then maybe we can figure out where this little hiss in the background is coming. Actually, there's an update available for the board that I can use to take care of that. I just don't want to, because they're like, don't use this update for critical use. So it's like, well,
what are you supposed to do? Just wait?
Kind of my job is using this board, so I better not update until they officially release it. Yeah, it's a beta release.
Oh.
So it's not it's not going to be I lost my train of thought. It's not going to be, it's not going to be stable. Like they said, they think it's pretty stable. Mm-hmm. And like all the videos I've watched about it, it seems like it's pretty good. But I can't take the risk of, I upgrade and then shit goes wrong and I can't work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially I don't have my Zoom right now.
Oh, right.
Because Isabel still has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loaned somebody my Zoom recorder right before everything got shut down. Yeah. Make sure to remove your lens cap off. Yes, that is going to be important next week. That is important advice, to remove the lens cap off the camera before taking a picture.
It's helpful.
Yeah. Rewind your tape. I was the asshole when I worked at Blockbuster. I always in the comments because we had there's a notes field on everybody's account.
Okay.
So I was the asshole just coming up with, stupid shit to put in there when people didn't rewind their tapes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that little button that looks like this, and it's two, backward brackets. Like, press that before you return your tape. Shit like that. Be kind. Rewind.
Yeah.
It's funny. I worked at Blockbuster, and I don't know shit about movies.
That is funny.
People would ask me about movies, but like, I don't know, I never saw it. Like, can you tell me anything about it? Like, let me see the box. And read the back of the box to them in the movie guy voice. So, yeah, that's how I got through working at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best thing about working at Blockbuster, you got to rent everything early.
Oh.
So, like, if a movie was just coming out on DVD before it went out for rental, you got to rent it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I would rent movies every now and then, and that's how I saw some movies in that early 2000s period there. Nothing good. I mean, well, I'll tell you what, the first time I ever saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High
Okay.
it was just about to come out on DVD for the first time. It had been out on video, obviously, for a number of years. It was just about to come out for on DVD, so I was like, all right, you know what? I kind of want to see this movie. So I rented it. That was the first time I ever saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then I could rent video games and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and, employee discount on anything you could buy. That's how I got my Nintendo 64. So
Cool.
it's not like I was working a lot. They had me working one night a week.
How old were you?
19, 20,
Oh.
somewhere around there.
That kind of sucks.
Oh, that very much sucked. I left a well-paying full-time job to go there, and the manager at the time was, putting me on every night, and I was working, and then they got a new manager, and she started putting me on only on Saturday nights. So I'm like, no, I'm changing my availability. I'm not available on Saturday nights. I'm available anytime but Saturday nights. And she kept putting me on Saturday nights. So we mutually agreed that I didn't work there anymore. So I'm sure, if she remembers me, she fired me in her mind, but
Right.
whatever, and I had lost another job like earlier that week too. So it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? The Blockbuster Jasmine went to when she was little didn't
lock the top of the gumball machine. That sounds glorious.
That sounds unsanitary.
Bubblegum is my shit.
But that still sounds unsanitary. Everybody's reaching their dirty paws in there.
I'm fine
after
with
handling
it.
the videotapes.
I'm fine with it.
This
is
filthy.
the before times.
Those things were filthy.
Yeah. That's okay.
What a problem with people stealing the DVDs. And they had the locks on the cases. People knew how to break them.
Really?
Yeah. People just come in, break them, and like take the DVD out. And the DVDs don't have any kind of security strip or anything on them.
Right.
So, they, they would just take the DVDs out, jet out the door. No, and nobody would know until we find the case later while we're restocking everything. Todd says he used to work for Media Play, and we should start a fraternal order for the former employees of extinct chain stores.
I think you guys should do that. You should meet on Thursdays.
Yeah. No, I worked at Blockbuster. I worked at Kmart. That's gone now.
Yeah.
I thought about working at Radio Shack.
Right. I thought about working at Radio Shack too. I think I might have applied several times at several locations.
I worked at Fantasy Island just closed. I worked there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fantasy Island's gone. I worked there for a summer, which was just awful. I mean, it wasn't awful. It was kind of nice, but it was because my job was just go around with a broom and sweep up shit.
Yeah.
That Bonton's gone. Yeah, that's true. Jasmine's.
I loved Bonton.
Jasmine can jump in on our group of people who worked for extinct chain stores. Yeah, I worked at Kmart for a day. That was I've told that story many times on this show. To this day, you still call Company Man on YouTube. You call him Kmart Guy.
Kmart Guy, yep.
He's got a new video out today. It's about Fila, the shoe brand. Yeah,
I haven't thought about them in a while.
No, neither have I, and I'm interested to watch his video. And I never get around to watching his video until like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, maybe we'll watch it together.
Well, because after the show, I'm watching 2 wrestling shows and a hockey game. And
Yeah. Well, after that.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock, I guess I'll...
if I'm still awake.
If you're still awake, I'll set aside some time to watch Company Man.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Kmart Guy.
I got to get right to work, because work.
Work.
I've been super busy lately.
Yeah,
I've
you
just
have.
Like, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, shit, do I want to save this one for tomorrow? If I save this one for tomorrow, then I have this much work to do tomorrow,
Yeah.
you know? And, yeah, it's getting kind of crazy, and I really probably should up my prices a little bit, but I'm not yet.
No.
No, if it gets like way out of hand where I can't handle it,
Yeah.
then it's like, yeah, okay, I need to raise prices.
Okay.
And, make it worth my time and
Yeah.
hopefully get rid of some of these people that don't want to pay these prices. But, yeah, I've been doing, it's crazy because like I'll go in every day and I'll, put in the amount of money I'm supposed to get paid every day after I find out. And there, it used to be like, super exciting when I'd hit $100. And now it's like, fuck, I only made $60 this day.
Yeah.
like why did I not make $100 that day?
Yeah.
And now it's like, $120, $140, $200. I just paid myself Monday and there's $400 in my Fiverr account right now. So like, where's all this money coming from?
You never stop working, I swear.
Like, where's all this money coming from, and what am I going to spend it on?
Guitars.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What's funny is...
He's about due for another guitar.
Well, what's funny is I've been looking every day for Nintendo Switches. They're sold out everywhere. You could get the Switch Lite, but who the fuck wants that?
I don't know.
The Switch Lite, if you don't know, it's basically just a handheld Nintendo Switch. You can't plug it into your TV, which completely defeats the purpose of the thing being called a Switch.
Oh, yeah, because you can't switch.
You can't switch with the Switch Lite. So, but I'm just like, looking every day, and I've found a couple. And as soon as I find it, I'm like, fuck do I want this for? And then I don't order it. It's like, it's not that I can't afford it. It's just, I see it, and I'm like, wait, why am I looking for this? I have an Xbox I barely play. I have PC games.
Right.
I just got yeah. The lights, that would be brilliant. The light switch. Call it the Nintendo Light Switch, yeah. That would be great. Yeah, but yeah, I've been finding them. And then like hours, 10, 15 minutes later, I'll see somebody like, yo, where can I get a Switch? I'll be like, I just saw some on this site, and then I'll go back to the site and it's gone.
Gone.
Like,
Yeah.
sorry, dude, too late.
Yeah.
So somebody was in in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. They're talking about, well, there's 2 Switches at Niagara Falls Walmart. Like, yeah, who wants to go there? But
Yeah.
and then so, oh yeah, they're probably gone by now. Yeah, somebody's probably bought them and selling them for twice retail value, which is ridiculous. But what are you gonna do if people are people are looking for it, supply and demand,
True.
I guess. So I went in there. I'm like, listen, this is the link that I've been going to, and I'm just clicking all the links. And if I find one, then okay, cool, I can buy this now. So that's what you got to do. But don't hesitate if you go to buy one, because I actually was on Target's website the other day. It's like, we have them in stock.
Mm-hmm. Click.
Couldn't add it to your cart. We're out of stock.
Oh.
Like, fuck, that was quick. So, who knew that the hot commodities in April 2020 were going to be toilet paper and Nintendo Switches?
I feel like Wall-E called it. Remember that movie?
I didn't see that movie, actually.
You know what? That might be one worth watching this day and age.
I'm probably going to eventually watch it. It's just a matter of when the hell do I have time to watch it.
You don't right now.
I'm a couple episodes behind on Dark Side of the Ring, which I've been watching. Great show, a great biography show about pro wrestling, and
Okay.
really wanted to see the last couple of episodes too. So it's like, I gotta catch up on that at some point, but I'm super fucking busy and I'm not sleeping. So
Yeah, you're really not. It's like, it's throwing my schedule off, because when I make myself breakfast, I make you breakfast instead of like separate breakfasts. And I don't know. It's throwing me off.
I go to bed at like 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm up at 7:30.
Yep. It's
like
just after I wake up.
It's like, why am I awake? Yeah, I think that's why I wake up, is because you
your
wake
back
up.
gets cold.
You wake up, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I got to go back to sleep, and then I can't fall back asleep, and I'm up, and I'm like, shit. And that's going to suck today because I haven't had a nap.
Oh.
So.
Shit.
Yeah. And I have to work. You know what's probably going to end up happening is I'll put on wrestling and hockey, and I'll crash out in my office chair.
You do that. I catch you.
I have done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
I did that. I was
I'll
watching
hear you snoring. I'll be like, "Aw."
I think I did that a little bit on Monday, watching Raw and watching the Sabres game against I think they were showing a game against the Bruins or something on maybe the Senators. I don't know. Yeah, it was the Senators, and then last night and tonight are Bruins games, and tomorrow's Maple Leafs game. Anyway, so they showed the 2007 playoff or 2006 playoffs last week. So it's like, oh man, why you guys got to show us that game 7?
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't have lost that game 7. Carolina should not have won the Stanley Cup. You know, and I posted and I said, hey, can anybody think of any team less deserving of a Stanley Cup than the 2006 Carolina Hurricanes? And then somebody chimed in and they said, oh, there's this. Oops. Never mind what that was. Anyway, there's this team from Texas that won in 1999 that shouldn't have won. And it's like, you know, maybe. They really didn't beat Buffalo. And you'll see that, I'm sure, next week, because that's the playoffs they're showing now is the 1999 playoffs, which you break our heart last week, and now next week you're going to just piss us all off again. 21 years after the fact, and Brett Hull carving pumpkins with his skate in the fucking crease. Anyway, that's a thing. Brett Hull carved a pumpkin of his skate in the crease, him scoring that game-winning goal.
Yeah.
And tweeted it out to all his Sabres fans.
Wow.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Wow.
Of course, you know, if it happened the other way around, I'm sure our guys would be just as big as assholes about that. So, actually, as a Stars fan that I know told me the other day, he said, man, I would have liked this the other way around. What do you mean? He said, I would have liked to see Miroslav Shatan score the cup-winning goal. Like, really? He's like, yeah, could you imagine the headlines? Satan scores game-winning goal, a cup-winning goal. Satan wins the Stanley Cup.
That would be pretty excellent.
Yeah.
Why don't we give him another chance?
Miro Shatan? Because he retired, like, ages ago.
Yeah, I knew he didn't play hockey anymore, but...
At least not in the States. I don't know, he might still be playing in the European leagues. Who knows? Some of those guys play forever. I think Yager's still playing over there. Guy's got to be, like, pushing 60.
Jeez.
He was playing when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was just playing for Calgary a couple of seasons ago, too.
Wow.
I was like, okay, hey, if he can still play, why stop?
Yeah?
He was growing back his hockey hair, too.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what hockey hair is?
It's like a mullet.
That's a mullet,
Yeah.
yes. There you go, exactly. They called back all crease goals for the entire season and all playoffs, and they changed the rule in the offseason, and it's pretty clear the league done goofed. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Laura's inviting us to a wedding. I was thinking of putting a button on here where I could just touch the button and it just sends to the chat, shut up, Laura. But I decided against it.
And then she's on fire today.
And she is just going today in the chat. If you guys are, if you're listening over on all WNY and on TuneIn or anything like that, and you want to see what we're talking, you can hit our YouTube channel. Just look for ThinkSoJoE Show, and it's episode 208. It's live right now.
Yeah.
And you can, you can click over there and watch us there, and get in on the chat there and chat with Laura and Jasmine and Todd and everybody else that's chatting with us today.
Yeah. Kevin was in there earlier.
Yeah, Kevin commented on something earlier. Yeah, we're working to improve the live YouTube stream. We're doing what we can to get there. One piece of equipment at a time because it's hard to get shipping these days.
Truth.
I ordered toilet paper like 5 days ago. They haven't shipped it out yet.
But when we get it, we're getting a lot.
Oh yeah, they haven't shipped it out yet. So we're gonna have to probably find some if we run out, because I don't know when they're shipping it. Unless they shipped it today, because I haven't checked my email today. But
Okay.
yeah,
Because we're getting down there.
yeah, I think we're down to like 4.
Someone gets a messy poo, we might have some trouble. We all know how Karina poops.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
So it's we got we're getting all kinds of new tech. So we got a new light so you guys can see us better. And I know on this half of the screen, that's a bad thing. But on this half of the screen, it's a good thing. On this half, not so much.
I'm sure.
Anyway, but and then we got the little Stream Deck thing, so I don't have to keep clicking over to this app. I can do whatever I need to do, and we're gonna upgrade the camera hopefully next week. And doing things. We're doing things here. We're investing. We're investing in the video production of the podcast.
Yeah.
After we spent $650 on a new mixer and $100 each on new microphones a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Didn't even need the new microphones. The old ones were fine.
You needed these.
I didn't need them. The old ones were fine. But doing the video, these look better on camera.
Yeah.
These look much better on camera than having
these are good looking microphones.
Having a windscreen right in your face,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so lots of stuff, not a lot going on in anything that we really pay attention to.
I don't pay attention to popular culture anything. Yeah, I'm oblivious to your world.
Yeah, well, there's no live sports. There's still wrestling and all that, and I just found out the other day that a guy who I have been saying for a number of years is the most qualified person to be the U.S. president might run on the Green Party for U.S. president, Mr. Jesse Ventura.
Yep.
And I know people are you only like Jesse Ventura because he's a wrestler, blah, blah, blah. No, I like Jesse Ventura because he's an ex-Navy SEAL who ran Minnesota pretty well when he was the governor, which he won on a third-party ticket.
Yeah.
And now, so I shared the link, and I said, if he does run, he's got my vote. And somebody goes, "Oh, well, you're just voting for Trump then."
Yeah.
I said, "How do you figure?" He's like, "Well, because you're not voting for the Democrat." Dude, I live in New York. New York hasn't voted Republican since 1924. I could vote for Trump, and I still wouldn't be voting for Trump.
That's silly.
So, I'm going to vote for the third-party candidate, just like I did in the last election, when New York went to Clinton and not Trump.
Yeah.
Because my vote for a third party then was not a vote for Trump. It was a vote for Gary Johnson of the Libertarian Party. And it was a vote for change of this stupid two-party bullshit. Aren't you guys tired of, okay, well, we want to get rid of Trump. That means we have to vote for Biden. Mm-hmm. But you don't like Biden. You don't want Biden to win.
It's always the less of two evils.
You only want Biden to win because he's not Trump.
It's always going to be a douche or a turd sandwich.
Unless people vote for third parties.
Yep.
Because once they hit this certain threshold, they're able to get into the debates that are nationally televised. That you don't... and the mainstream media kind of has to start paying attention to them. And that's the problem, is mainstream media doesn't pay attention to a Gary Johnson or a Jesse Ventura or, anybody else that's running on a third-party ticket. Mm-hmm. So the majority of people know about Joe Biden and about Donald Trump. But they don't know who else is running. They don't know who else they can vote for, and it's ridiculous. And that is why I vote for a third party if I feel the third party candidate is the best choice.
Okay.
And it's also a vote for Ventura, so technically you'd vote twice and come in. Well, see, now I saw somebody earlier on Twitter, and I know Laura's about to get on us about the music, but I saw somebody earlier on Twitter, and they said that if you vote for, they said a libertarian, if you vote for a libertarian, you're voting 3 times, because you're voting for the libertarian, you're voting against Trump, and you're voting against Biden. So that's 3 votes. 3 votes if I vote for Ventura.
We're giving ourselves a lot of credit,
Anyway.
I think.
Yeah. But seriously, like, it's just ridiculous that people think that way, that a vote for a third party is a vote for, you know, the greater of 2 evils, I guess, in this case. When using dial-up, you cannot use the phone line. All right. So we're going to get into some music here. We're going to start with Sally.
Okay.
Got a little classical kind of piece here. I was listening to it earlier. It sounded really good. She's, of course, in Over and Out.
Yep.
Rob was doing a live stream the other day. That was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was cool.
And this is Rebel Waltz on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. Any second now.
I slept and I dreamed of a time long ago. I saw an army of rebels dancing on air. I dreamed as I slept I could see the campfires, a song of the battle that was born in the flames, and the rebels were waltzing on air. I danced with a girl to the tune of a waltz that was written to be danced on the battlefield. I danced to the song of a voice of a girl, a voice that called, stand till we fall, we stand till all the men fall. As we danced came the news that the war was not won. 5 armies were coming with carriage and gun. Through the heart of the camp swept the news from the front. A cloud crossed the moon. A child cried for food. We knew the war could not be won. So we danced with a rifle to the rhythm of the gun. In a glade through the trees, I saw my only one. Then the earth seemed to rise, hell hot as the sun. The soldiers were dying, there was tune to the sighing. The song was an old rebel one. As the smoke of our hopes rose high from the field, my eyes played tricks through the moon and the trees. I slept as I dreamed. I saw the army rise. A voice began to call, stand till you fall. The tune was an old rebel one.
That was Sally on all WNY Think So Joe show. A song called Rebel Waltz.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this.
I didn't know she was doing like solo stuff until you gave me that. So
Yeah, you know how I found that was I was looking through artists who have played the Post-Apoc series,
right.
which I believe tonight is the second one.
Okay.
And Sally played the series, but she did it solo, and I didn't even know myself that she was doing solo stuff. I knew that she sat in with like Wyatt Coyne and like whoever. She just sits in. But yeah, I found her SoundCloud, I think through Facebook, and I gave it a listen, and I was like, damn, this is really different. This is really cool. Like, this needs to be heard. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't pull up?
I did not pull these up, so you can.
Post-Apoc Squall. It's okay, tonight at 8:00 after this. Go to Facebook, and it's the Post-Apoc concert series, I think is how they word it. And this one is called Squall. And we're going to have, they have Christina Stock, Jessica Torres, Matthew DiStasio, I don't know, Chris Vanderwerf, and Sean Cheeky. None of which I could find any music for. So, you guys, I tried. I did. But at 8:00, there's going to be music by them. Yeah, so, and then...
So you did a far better thing than I did last week, where I just scrolled through Facebook and I'm like, oh, hey, he's in a band. I'm playing his band this week. You actually found people who are performing.
I try.
Yeah. It's more effort than I put in. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's Nick. I'm playing XM Priory tonight. Actually, have some XM Priory to listen to after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we also have Buffalo Distilling Company presents Sarah Elizabeth. It's going to be online, obviously. Don't go there.
Yeah.
As much as you might want a beer, just get it to go. I don't know.
You know, I got to give credit to my UPS guy because I was waiting on the porch knowing that he was right up the street.
Yeah.
So like I went outside and I'm watching him just like go from house to house delivering packages. So, because apparently like everybody in our area is ordering stuff.
Yeah.
And instead of handing me the box, he actually threw it to me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm able to, catch. Because that would have sucked. I paid $150 for this
Right.
this little tiny thing here.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I can do this. I can just push a button and the lower thirds pop up.
Show off.
I like it. I got to come up with more shit to throw on the screen there, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's neat. Laura says she's going to Buffalo Distilling Company.
She'll be the only one then.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. Sarah Elizabeth will be there performing, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if she's performing from her house or from Buffalo Distilling Company. I don't know.
Why do you need 3 TVs?
Maybe all of her TVs broke.
Maybe. I don't know. We have like 4 TVs in the house, and I'm still like, anytime I see a deal on a TV, I'm like, ooh. Yeah. I could use a 55-inch 4K smart TV with Roku built in.
I would rather you get a guitar.
You want a bigger TV in the bedroom there?
No.
Why not?
It's fine.
That one's only a 40-inch.
It's fine.
It's small. I'll just put it in here. I'll just replace the 2 monitors with a big ass. Completely defeating the purpose of me buying this new monitor over here. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, Ryan sucks eggs.
A prompt that says Ryan sucks. So I just recorded a bunch of yellow sauce material over the past week. So, yeah, I can't wait to hear what we got going on here. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
There's some fun stuff in there. I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
So
then don't.
Bookmarkable stuff though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course that means I'm gonna have to buy a new book cover so that I have the speech on the back of it.
Yeah.
You know. She ordered 3, 1 for downstairs, 1 for the bedroom, 1 for the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Jasmine says both of her TVs are broken and she'll happily take one off our hands. I don't know. The only one we're not using is the 20-inch, and I don't want to part with that because that was my first HD TV.
Oh.
Like, I remember buying it. I ordered it from Newegg, the computer parts website. And my roommate at the time's like, we don't even have high-definition satellite. Why are you ordering a high-definition TV? I'm like, because I got an Xbox 360, and that shows in high definition. And then I rented South Park, bigger, longer, uncut, in high def. That was the first thing I watched on that TV.
Well played.
So it's crazy. You wouldn't think that would be like a big difference from like, standard definition to high definition, but watching the DVD and then watching like, the high definition version is just like night and day.
Yeah.
With that, it's like, this should not be this much better. Like, it's a cartoon of cardboard, of construction paper cutout kids.
Yeah, right.
It shouldn't look this good. But, and also I can use it as a backup computer monitor if anything ever goes wrong. Actually, I can't use it on this one. I don't have the output for it.
No.
Because
Well.
there's no HDMI on that. That's, it's got the, what do you call it? Component video. Mm-hmm. And it's got RCA and it's got, like the old VGA computer hookup.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to use this on it.
Nice. Ouch.
She said we don't have to give her a TV. Good, because I wasn't giving you a TV. Now, if I were to buy the 55-inch 4K Roku, blah, 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 then maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I don't think I'm going to say that because I don't know how to say that. I've had to look up enough pronunciations over the last couple of days. And a guy last night, he said it was a $55 order, right? And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this tonight. It's 30, over 3,000 words. I don't want to do that tonight, but I need to do it tonight, or else I'll have to work during the day tomorrow, and I don't want to work during the day. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. So I get into the order, and he's like, yeah, so I need this read like really slowly. And I know that's kind of a pain, and I know it's going to take you longer, so I paid for double what the word count was.
Wow.
Like, somebody, like, actually considered the time it takes me to do something?
Yeah.
Like, most of these guys are like, oh, we need you to read this, word for word, like word by word, very slowly, and there's a bunch of words you won't know, so you'll have to look them up. And we're just going to pay you. We're not going to buy the extras for, foreign words or the list of words or anything.
Yeah.
Just, God damn it, motherfuckers. Talk about new metal. I was watching a video yesterday. It was Jared Dines, and he did, he got together with some musicians, and they did a, each from their own home. They did Headstrong by Trapped. They did a like a death metal version of it, right? And I watched it and I'm like, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's not what I would listen to. And so I went to and so I was just kind of curious. So I went in the comments and I said, hey, does Trapped get the money for this? And so I went and I researched. And because YouTube, for the time being, they're getting rid of this apparently, have a list of songs. And it's just a database. You go in there, you search for the song, and it'll tell you if you can, basically, if what the copyright issues would be if you were to, put it in your video or cover it.
Mm-hmm.
And to cover Headstrong, your video's blocked in 78 countries, and Trapped can monetize it, meaning that they'll show ads, and Trapped gets the ad revenue.
Yeah.
So it's like, why the fuck are we giving Trapped money? like I'm all for you guys making fun of Trapped and all that, but doing this cover, you're making them money.
Yeah.
If they decide to pursue it, obviously, and I'm sure they're assholes enough to do so.
They do seem like it, don't they?
Like, oh, you guys are trying to make fun of us, but we're making the money off you.
Yeah.
But yeah, So I don't know. If you like death metal, I guess that was the cover for you. But keep in mind, if you watch it, you're making money for Trapped, or potentially making money for Trapped. I guess I should say. I don't know for sure, but it was just like, really, guys, like, they can monetize this and they can make money off of this.
Yeah.
And you're trying to, I don't think they give a fuck if you're making fun of them. If you're making the money.
It's true.
Because that seems to be all they give a shit. Well, we got all the Spotify, or we got all the Pandora listeners, so that we're getting that Pandora money. Pandora listeners, not even Spotify, Pandora. Hey, I made 75 cents.
You did?
From iTunes sales of or iTunes streams of Falls Count Anywhere.
Great.
Yeah. I checked my DistroKid the other day, and it's like, you made 75. I think it was 75 cents. It might have been like 0.75 cents or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was just like, hey, look, there's money in here. Why is there money in here?
That's cool.
Yeah. So people are listening, apparently, on Apple devices.
Very good.
We haven't gotten the Spotify numbers yet, so we don't know if we're competing with Headstrong yet. I'm sure we're totally blowing them away on Spotify. I don't know. I liked new metal.
I like new metal.
I liked new metal. I still to this day listen to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, you do.
And Korn.
I will listen to Nonpoint all day, every
That's true.
day.
That's true. For me, I always say that one of the most underrated albums of all time is The Unquestionable Truth Part 1 by Limp Bizkit. Get them some watches and costume jewelry at Pandora. Different Pandora. Anyway. Yeah. I liked new metal back in the day, and the first System of a Down album. That's still killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I found out the other day was like the anniversary of the D12. I know this isn't new metal. D12 Devil's Night album. No, not the second album. D12 World.
Okay.
And I was like, oh man, there's a really good song where it's them and it's Cypress Hill. Mm-hmm. It's called American Psycho Part 2. And it's like, I use the word that's a banger. And then somebody else was like, oh, this album sucked. Devil's Night was the good one. Like, yeah, Devil's Night was way better than that. That doesn't mean this album sucked. Like, I didn't like it when I first heard it because it wasn't as good as Devil's Night. But then it was like, this is, as I listened to it over the years, it's like, man, this is actually pretty good. Of course, everybody knows My Band is like the big song from that album. So, but I don't know how I got to D12 off of new metal, but,
I don't know either.
I mean, I've seen Eminem with Papa Roach a couple of times.
Okay.
So, or at least once.
I saw Papa Roach one time.
Seen Papa Roach 4 times, 3 times on the Infest album.
Yeah. We were at one of those shows together.
Which also just turned like 20 years old or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Time needs to stop.
Yeah, that album just turned 20. White Zombie, Astro Creep 2000 just turned like 25.
Wow.
That was the album that was, More Human Than Human was one of the songs that got me into metal when I was into metal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm still into metal. I'm just, Yes, they did, Laura. Very good. Yeah. I'm still waiting on Stampede of the Disco Elephants or whatever the fuck their album's supposed to be called. I didn't see that one.
Laura, you're on fire tonight.
Kevin, I also miss you and Nikki so much. And you, Jasmine.
Yes, I missed the whole lot
I
of
miss
you.
everybody. I miss everybody. We're missing everybody.
Yeah.
Can't wait for all this to be over.
When
all
will
get
it be
together again.
over?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
There's, conflicting reports of promising endeavors by maybe the end of next month, which I would be okay with. I'm okay with another month in the house.
Okay.
I'm okay with going through May. I might even be okay with like half of June, but I need everything to open up by July.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can go to see Guns N' Roses in Toronto.
Yes.
Actually, I need it open by July because the Green Jello show that was supposed to be this Friday night is now scheduled for July 3rd.
Oh, gosh. I hope it happens.
And I'm hoping by that point we're able to get out and play shows and get out to Rochester finally and play some songs out there for the fine people of Rochester.
The fine people of Ra-Cha-Cha.
Saw a video today. There's a guy, his whole YouTube shtick is he watches music videos for the first time. Mm-hmm. Like, he's never seen these videos before, and people suggest videos, and he watches them. He's been watching a lot of Weird Al, and that's what's been popping up in my feed, is, watch this guy watch Weird Al do White and Nerdy. Like, oh, okay, I can watch that. And then and then today he did I don't know if it was today, but I saw Bill Manspeaker share it today. Three Little Pigs.
Yep.
So, which was a great reaction. Great reaction. Just, especially when Rambo comes out at the end. Great reaction. Laura says for us to play in front of no audience. How's that different from any other time?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Burn.
I don't know why I did that. I could have just literally done
That's why.
that. That is why. You are correct. I gotta set this thing up for a soundboard.
Yeah.
So I could just have different things and just hit the buttons. Anyway.
Are you going to call that one Bum?
Maybe. I don't know. It's rim shot on the Roadcaster. So
Rim job?
Not rim job. Get your mind out of the gutter here. I'm looking forward to next week because I just found out I can put a bleep on here.
Yeah.
So I can bleep you when you say stuff like that. Is Katy Perry an indie metal star? Katy Perry played Warped Tour. That's where she got her big break,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got, in fact, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's an outfit she wore on Warped Tour in their Warped Tour exhibit.
Yeah.
So I got to see it when I went to Cleveland with Yellow Sauce.
That's cool.
Yeah. How cool was that we got to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for free?
That is pretty.
Just because we were playing in Cleveland that night. We're just outside of Cleveland, actually, but that was so cool. Just walking in like, yeah, we're in a band. We're playing at this club tonight. And they're like, okay, cool. Have fun. Here's your wristbands or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, so we got to go, and that was fun. And then we went to a place called Becky's to eat, where Jasmine tried to play What's New Pussycat over and over and over again on the jukebox and was denied. Denied. She had to get a refund. Because they were like, oh, no, this is abuse. You can't do this.
That kind of is abuse.
So and then, like, after we got back, there's this thing going around where it says this guy played a certain song on the jukebox at his local bar that he knew his wife had gone to, and he played it on repeat. And then when she got home, he was referencing that certain song, and she was like, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, let me tell you why this post is bullshit. Because it's like, he wouldn't have been able to do that. They would have stopped him from playing that song repeatedly.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't tell you the title of that particular song. No. You might beat me up. You won't give me up.
Oh my God.
Somebody posted something about that song on my wall the other day, and I hit like and I added it to my timeline, but I didn't say nothing about it. I just left it. I figure if you're scrolling through and you see it and you start to read it, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? And then you got the joke, you know. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Fast hands. You know what? You know, I've been watching the Things You Might Not Know videos, right? And then I've been watching other people's videos. And I'm watching people do the exact same thing I do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why the fuck are people criticizing me for this? That guy's doing it. You know? Maybe I'm doing it more. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've been like paying attention when I'm watching YouTube. Like, hey, wait a second, because I'm gonna bring back Things You Might Not Know.
Cool.
That's something I've decided I'm gonna attempt to do if I can find a writer for a decent price.
Yeah.
And because my writer is long gone. I don't know. She vanished off the face of the planet.
That's a shame.
So hopefully I can find a decent writer. I think I might still have a script from my previous writer that never got recorded. Depends if it made it over to this computer or not. But so I'm thinking I might do some more Things You Might Not Know. No, Laura, I'm not bringing back a minute with ThinkSoJoE.
What do you think?
You spend 120 minutes with ThinkSoJoE every week, and you're complaining about it the whole time. Why do you need another minute with me every? No, I don't. So I don't really need a writer. Laura asks if I need a writer. I don't really need one. It's nice to have one, because like I wrote most of my scripts.
Yeah.
Up until I think maybe the Swedish Coffee Band might have been the first one I had my previous writer do for me, or maybe the week before that. But like, you know, the last like 2 or 3 episodes I had somebody write for me, and it's just, oh man, that's so much easier. Like it's less work. Here's what I want to talk about. Here's what I want to focus on. Do your thing. Yeah. And I'll tell you, when we did the Swedish Coffee, actually, I know the Swedish Coffee Band was the second one, because it was about King Gustav the Second of Sweden. And so I said, this is what I want you to write about King Gustav the Second of Sweden, specifically this. And the next thing I know, I just have this whole biography of King Gustav II of Sweden, and I'm like, I hate to ask for a revision, but I need you to focus on the thing with the coffee people here. Like that's the kind of channel I'm running, not a let me tell you about this monarch and the history of this guy and why he rose to power. Nobody needs to know that shit. You need to know he was in power and he thought coffee killed you. That is the extent of what people need to know about King Gustav II in this video.
All right.
Everything else needs to focus on these two guys that he made drink coffee and tea and who died first and all that. Give me that. That's what I want.
Okay.
Jasmine wants a YouTube channel with you. You have a YouTube channel with Karina. She's right here on YouTube on the ThinkSoJoE show. I think she wants you to have your own standalone channel.
I don't know what I talk about.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What would you talk about? We'll figure that out when we come back.
I would talk about Jasmine.
Okay, there you go. We'll talk about Jasmine. We'll discuss Karina's potential YouTube channel when we come back. After this song from Sara Elizabeth. This song is called "Be Well" on All WNY ThinkSoJoE show.
Someday I won't be overturned by each and every little concern, and I won't feel the burden of of every word gone churning in my head. Instead, I will be well, I will be well, I will be well. Instead, I will be well. Well, this shell I built won't be enough. You called my bluff on my hotel of guilt. It's time I checked out of crippling doubt and just be well. Instead, I will be well, I will be well, I will be well. Instead, I will be well. Someday I won't be overwhelmed by every time St. Servants twist and turn. I'll get the gist, I'll learn my way. Each time I wake, I'll bless the day. Instead, someday I will be overjoyed by every breath and possibility. Won't be annoyed by everything that life presents to me. Instead, I will be well, I will be well, I will be well. Instead, I will be well. Instead, I will be well, I will be well, I will be well. Instead, I will be well. It's time that I checked out of crippling doubt and just be well.
Sarah Elizabeth on all WNY Think So Joe show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she is going to be tomorrow, April 30th. Is that tomorrow? Yes, indeed it is. Buffalo Distilling Company is presenting Sarah Elizabeth. I think it's through Facebook Live.
And that means I've got to give the landlady money on Friday.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I've got a thing coming in the mail on Friday. I got a acoustic guitar pickup coming.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you bought that.
It was $20.
Yeah.
It's regular like 50, so I'm like,
Oh.
I don't need it, but I'm gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah. That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to do.
Yeah.
I think that was, that's the problem. Like, so, like, if you're poor growing up, right, you have trouble breaking those, the habit of when you have money, you spend money because you don't have money.
Right.
So when you have money, you're like, ooh, I got to get this, I got to get that, I got to, and it's hard to break that habit. It's still even hard, I was never like poor, you know what I mean? But like, it's still hard for me to break that habit of, I have money, I need to spend it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, I have money, I need to invest this wisely.
Right.
You know, so like, but I'm proud of myself. I was up around like 90% credit card utilization a few weeks ago. I'm down to, I think, 39.
Wow.
And the ideal is between like 30 and 35.
Good.
So I just got to throw like $50 in there before my next bill, and my credit score is going to shoot right the fuck up. So
that's great.
I'm excited about that. So your YouTube channel now.
My YouTube channel is just...
Laura is giving you all kinds of ideas for names for your channel. Cookies with Karina, the Cookie Monster Karina, Cookie Maker Karina, Cookies are Karina, Karina sees cookies. So Jasmine says you guys have a YouTube channel together where it's you baking with her stupid jokes.
Okay.
Random stupid jokes.
Sure.
Sure.
I
I'd
guess
watch
we
it.
do that now.
I'd watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube, so
Yeah.
my recommendations are all skewed though. It's like, oh, here's Jim Cornette shoot interviews, and here's Trogley's guitar show. Okay, I guess I'm watching Trogley's because I don't really particularly care what Jim Cornette has to say about some subjects. Love the guy to death, and he was a great guest on my other podcast I used to have, and yeah, you know what he's gonna say about half the shit that you see on YouTube, where it's like Jim Cornette shoots on this. Yep, Jim Cornette's gonna shoot on that and say, "Oh, well, they're fucking killing the fucking business, 'cause fuck." Back when I was in fucking NWA with the Midnight Express and the fucking Rock and Roll Express, and we fucking tore the house down and sold out Memphis 6,000 times, and fuck. Anyway. I love Jim Cornette, but that is the essence of the Jim Cornette Experience podcast. Makeup tutorials, and Karina is the model. I'd watch that. I don't watch makeup tutorials, but I'd watch that.
Oh man, doing my makeup is fun. My sister always used to do my makeup when we would go out or for dances or, special occasions. And to put eyeliner on me, she would literally have to like hold my head back and get it in there. And like my eyes would be watering, and like I trained myself to be able to, like, while you're putting eyeliner on one eye, I can have the other eye closed so that I can watch you with the eye that you're putting eyeliner on. Yeah, like for one of the high school musicals, one of the teachers volunteered to put makeup on the students, and she was totally freaked out by me, like, watching her put eye makeup on me.
Following along the chat over there, I think that's a special episode. You have the Living Brain Dead on.
There we go.
As special guest models.
Okay.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we'd be down for that.
That would be really fun.
I don't know if I'm sure Brian and Kevin wouldn't have an issue. I don't know about John. I'm sure John wouldn't have an issue.
John would be pretty.
Be like, John, this is for sending me a video that was out of sync with everybody else's.
Yep.
Speaking of, new music video coming soon. Look for an announcement soon from the Living Brain Dead. Just got to make some small tweaks and get everybody on the same page and agreeing that it looks well enough to put out.
Yeah.
I'm putting it together myself. I like it so far.
Okay.
So, other than there's a couple of spots where you could tell somebody is out of sync. Hi, John. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not, like, I could just be like, dude, do this again. But, with the music.
Well, it's got to be hard.
But I understand that that's a difficult thing to do. He said his headphones weren't working properly or whatever. So it's cool. Like, I managed to work around it.
Yeah.
So, he's not, he's not a very technically adept person. So, we're working with that. We're doing what we can.
Yeah.
So, but I digress. We're here on the ThinkSoJoE show.
Yes, we are.
And apparently I'm supposed to model for Jasmine's makeup to send for her portfolio to send to Lady Gaga's makeup company.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this. No glitter in his beard.
Yes, no glitter. There's glitter somewhere. I found glitter, and I don't know where it came from. Just one little speck of glitter. I found it on you.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
I can't explain it either. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't come in contact with much glitter.
You're like vehemently against glitter.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I'm not a big fan of glitter either. I just like doing that. Just push the button. This thing's going to be fun. I was just telling you, I can get a smaller keyboard so I have less space taken up on the desk here, and also maybe a louder one.
Yeah.
Chin beard. I don't have a chin beard. I mean, that's where a beard goes, is on the chin. But anyway. Speaking of update, I just updated our the ThinkSoJoE show Twitter profile because it still said that Brian was the co-host.
Oh.
I'm like, hey, I should probably change that. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I actually went on there just to tweet about big change coming next week to the YouTube channel. Hopefully. So, camera's not in the shot, it's behind you. Let's say the camera that we're using next week's in the shot, but it's not. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things will look better next week. Well, like I said, that half of the screen will look better. This half will probably look worse. Anyway, it's better when I'm digitized and pixelated and whatever.
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
Hush up.
I'm not shutting down this YouTube. Never said I was doing that. I'm improving the video quality. It's going to look good. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be closer. We're going to be closer to you, too. We're going to be like right here-ish. That's how close we're going to look. Just because I can't get it any further away.
Oh, this was something I was going to share.
Oh.
Buffalo Pride Fest has been postponed officially. The new celebration, Buffalo Pride Week, will be August 17th through 23rd, and the parade and festival will be held Sunday, August 23rd. So hopefully by August everything is normal again.
Hopefully.
My God.
Hopefully. I
don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep it together.
Yeah. Jasmine doesn't want us that close. I can't do anything. Like, that's literally the furthest I'll be able to get us away is that close. Okay. Good. That's not the day that we're working on a show. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I know we got a thing that we're planning in August, so let me make sure it's not that day, because...
You know what we have? I keep forgetting I don't have arms on this chair, and it's really throwing me off. But, circumstances allowing, we have not yet postponed, rescheduled, or canceled the All-WNY prom.
You did ask me about that the other day.
I did ask you about it, and you said we're not going to do it yet. We're not going to reschedule it yet.
Yeah,
or cancel or anything.
No, we're going to see how things go.
Yeah,
I think. I don't... Personally, I don't want to cancel that.
I don't either, because that's going to be a hell of a show.
I'm looking forward to sharing a stage with XM Priory and Poison the Prophet.
Yeah.
And was there somebody else on there? I don't
Nope.
remember. Okay, good. I'm like, I feel bad if I forgot somebody. Yeah, that's gonna be a great time if it happens, and hope as of right now it's happening.
Good.
But we gotta still follow procedure and make sure everybody's you're already being claimed.
I see this.
You can't be my prom date. You have to be Jasmine's. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that if it happens, and we just got to follow procedures. We got to keep our distances and follow guidelines.
Have, fancy face masks, sequined face masks.
When
to go with our prom dresses.
When the store tells you the aisle is one way, you go the one fucking way. Walmart shoppers. Anyway, you didn't know that? They got all the aisles are one way now.
That's
reasonable. In like Walmart, they have arrows on the floor pointing which way you can go up the aisle.
Yeah.
Nobody pays attention to them.
Oh.
But
At least they tried.
Yeah. Somebody posted that they felt like the arrows were like speed boosts from Mario Kart, so they've been like throwing banana peels on the ground behind them. But yeah, lots of banana stuff. Like, somebody said you should wear a banana over your face. They meant bandana, but they put banana on their newscast. And so, like, I've been seeing all this banana stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's going in the yellow sauce group.
Yep.
I miss yellow sauce.
I do too.
I miss the Living Brain Dead. I miss all the Buffalo music scene.
I really do.
I do. I miss you guys so much. I miss having some place to go on the weekends and something to do and some reason to get out of the house. I'm perfectly content having not left the house in over 2 weeks, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
But, I miss being able to leave the house and go places and do things without worrying about getting sick or getting anybody else sick, particularly you.
I know.
But yeah, Sweden. We were talking about King Gustav II earlier. Sweden is doing, they're attempting what they call herd immunity. Actually, that's what it's called. It's called herd immunity. And what that is they're just like, fuck it, everything's still open, guys.
Oh.
And they're saying that they are about 2 weeks away from having herd immunity. And what that means is so many people have gotten the virus and recovered from the virus that their immunity's there now.
Yeah.
Which is a much faster way to go about it than to wait for a vaccine.
Right.
I don't think that would work in the United States.
No.
Because we have far more people and over a far larger landmass than Sweden. But
yeah.
I'm very interested to see in the next couple of weeks what happens with Sweden.
Yeah, that is very intriguing.
So that's that's something to keep an eye on. I'm hearing rumors of a vaccine being available by the end of May.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is. That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, population density, exactly. So like a place like New York City compared to Sweden, that's a huge difference. But it would be amazing, and that would be an amazing turnaround time for a vaccine if there's one by, end of May, early July. And again, I tell you, if you've got a good enough computer to do so, to run folding at home, and help unfold the proteins, and if the protein simulations, and help researchers figure out what they need to do to take care of this. Of course, stay at home, wash your hands, all that other stuff. That's always what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you want to donate to charities, donate to your favorite restaurants, your local businesses, your local musicians. By the way, Friday on Bandcamp, you can, if you buy anything on Bandcamp from any of the artists, the money all goes directly to the artist.
No fees.
No fees. So that's Friday on Bandcamp. And again, I've said this before, I encourage you to find your local artists who have lost their job because of COVID, or just their job was making music and they can't do it because they're, not able to go out and play live shows and things like that. Find the artists that are like that, buy their stuff before you buy ours. We would appreciate, we appreciate when you buy our stuff, but our stuff's going to be there when this is over, so, give it to somebody who needs it more. Yeah. We did not announce that this is the last episode. I'm sure you know better than to listen to Laura Moore. That's what I should make a hotkey for, is just a disclaimer not to listen to Laura Moore. Anything Laura says should be taken with a grain of salt. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I could come up with something there. I could just push a button and it pops up in the chat. Be cool.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have this little, I just didn't have time to play with it before the show, other than to, set it up to switch scenes, and I can push the button and start streaming. And it tells me how many people are watching.
6.
one of these days we're going to see double digits on there and be like, whoa.
What happened?
And I talked about this a bit last week. It's like, people on the podcasting groups are like, oh, what do you, what the fuck is she even talking about now? Anyway, but people, people in podcasts go, oh, what's the secret to getting a big audience? Like, not doing a local music podcast.
Yep.
That is definitely not the way to get a big audience. You got a small target audience to begin with. So we got 6 here, and then we'll have 6 listen on Anchor later, or maybe watch on YouTube. I don't know. I don't even know what our subscriber count is. I think it's like 7 or something like that. Like there's less subscribers here than on my my like personal account that I use.
Yeah.
Which is like, I have videos on there, but there's nothing of any interest whatsoever. So it's like, why do I have 13 subscribers on here, but only 7 on the podcast I do every week? So if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post a new video. Yeah. Yes, this is a music show. That's what we call it, and we're sticking to it.
You know what we haven't talked about yet?
What haven't we talked about?
We haven't talked about the crazy kitties.
Crazy kitties.
Crazy kitties.
Crazy kitties. Jasmine says we're about to. She's really serious about this.
Why? What's
she
wrong?
She doesn't want us to be any closer than we are right now. It's we have to. We don't want to. We don't want to get any closer to you. We want to be just as far away from you as we are now. We want to be just as far away from you as we are now. Just, with a better camera comes a bigger lens.
So, Snowball. This has been twice this week. One time that he did this, I was actually laying in the middle of the floor exercising. Snowball is afraid to shit in the litter box. So there was one time that he went to the corner. There's a corner near the litter boxes, and he'll shit there. It's like right next to the litter. Like he's like in the litter boxes, but not in the litter boxes. He's just. It's like spite, but it's not. It's because Whisper's a bully, and chases him out of the litter boxes. So, the one day, Snowball goes to shit next to the litter boxes. And I, without being too startling, I chased him out of there. I was like, no, you're not doing that. I put him in the litter box. I was like, go in there. And then he went and he has a spot in the kitchen behind a shelf that he has gone. And so I chased him there, and I was like, no, go in the box. And then finally he didn't go in the box. He went to the corner of the couch and he shit. So this is like normal Snowball stuff. Well, Snowball has been having some hairballs. And Snowball has been having some dingleberries. And we're not talking little dingleberries. We're talking big dingle turds. And they are big enough that they scare him. And they chase him out of the litter box. And then he has to fling his butt around until it finally comes unstuck. And he did this when I was, sorry, that wasn't a fart this time. He did this when I was exercising, and he, ran in a circle around my yoga mat, and then, there's a little turd that just finally, frees itself from him. I'm like, seriously, dude? This is when you have to shit every day is when I'm exercising.
He feels comfortable with you there.
And that's a hell of a thing. That's a lot of pressure. I have to make sure that I'm protecting him every morning when I come out for my coffee, and the cats have litter box time. And let's see, what what about Whisper?
He's an asshole.
Whisper is an asshole. Whisper has been he's got the spring fever. He's got the spring fever, and he's got it for Gibson. Gibson is quite possibly his son. There's like a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
50-50. But Whisper doesn't see it that way. Whisper sees it as Gibson is his love muffin. And like you guys, it's okay. So the back of his neck is like all scabbed up and like all dry and scaly and stuff from where Whisper will bite him to mount him. But not only that, if you can get, which Gibson's been letting me pet him lately, if you can get him to let him pet you, there's a spot over his back where the fur is all stiff and sticky. He's got a something about Mary spot. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about the cats.
Okay then. How do I top that?
Talk about that time I shit in the litter box.
That never happened.
I know. I swear, if I get drunk again, like it's been at least 2 years since I've been drunk. I'm pretty sure if I get drunk again, that's how that's going down.
Yeah, I was tweeting with a voiceover artist this morning. Mm-hmm. He was asking, like, oh, do you do voice warm-ups? And I said, no, even when I was a singer in a heavy metal band, I never did voice warm-ups, like vocal exercises or anything like that. And maybe I should, but I don't. And he says, oh, man, what kind of metal vocals and how did your throat feel afterwards? And I was like, dude, I felt fine. It was nothing a little, a glass of water. Let's be honest, a glass of beer wouldn't fix,
Yeah.
back then, because I used to drink beer back in the day. Ooh, back in the day. Wouldn't do a show unless I had a shot of Jaeger first.
Really?
Yeah.
I was the same way with Jaeger.
We used to do a shot of Jaeger before every show. And then one time we were doing a show, and they're like, oh, we don't have any Jaeger. So I was like, all right, man, you pick the shot. And he's like, all right, 2 shots of Jack Daniels. I'm like, fuck. I fucking hate Jack Daniels. That shit is fucking nasty.
Yeah, it is.
Like, hey, if you're a Jack Daniels drinker, cool, to each your own. But that shit, I can't drink that shit. No. So that was fine, man. All right, I told you to pick the fucking drink. That's what you picked. I guess that's what I'm fucking drinking. All right, cool. Let's fucking drink. So, true story, I'm wearing a Jack Daniels hat in my very first profile picture on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. 2001 was yesterday. Yeah. Anyway.
I feel the same way.
First time I hit my drinking limits was probably, no, it was before 2001. It was probably like 1999-ish.
Oh, yeah?
98, 99. I remember distinctly, we were at my friend's neighbor's house, and we were just drinking anything that we had. And next thing I know, I'm on the lawn in between his house and his neighbor's house. And they had called, my grandma called looking for me. Oh, he's taking a nap. He hit his head. Fucking idiots. Why the fuck would you say something stupid like that? And it's like, oh, well, you're not allowed to go to Sean's house anymore. So I would go over there and we would just like sit on the back of his brother's truck. Like, I'm not at Sean's house.
Yeah. I'm at Sean's driveway.
I'm across the street from Sean's house. Yeah. I used to pull technicalities like that on my mom all the time. Oh, well, you can't call my friend Greg. You can't call Greg. Like, okay, cool. And so, like, Greg would call me from my cousin's house because he lived next door to my cousin's. Like, yeah. I didn't call him. I would get around everything. I think I'm still technically not allowed to go to Sean's house. I haven't been to his new house. I need to remedy that at some point when all this is over, because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
We chat we chat all the time, but haven't seen him in a while. So yes, Laura, song break. All right, Anxious Kids Make Good People is the name of this next band, and this song is called Trunchin' on all WNY, the Think So Joe Show.
I got no cover, I got no lover to keep me warm in this hard rain. And I can't recognize my own blood brother in the day of rage. Yeah, I'm a curmudgeon, don't deny me my truncheon. I'll be okay, disdain, 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 disdain. And I seek no cover from the bomb falling on my house. And I will be a shadow imprinted on the wall. So don't deny me everlasting love. That's my truncheon. I'll be okay. Disdain, disdain, oh disdain, 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 oh disdain, oh disdain, 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 oh disdain, oh disdain, disdain. I got no lover, I got no cover in this hard rain. And I can't recognize my own blood brother in the day of rage. So don't deny me my truncheon, don't deny me my truncheon. I'll be okay. Disdain, 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 oh disdain, oh disdain, 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 oh disdain, oh disdain, 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 oh disdain, oh disdain.
Anxious Kids Make Good People song called Trunchin' on all WNY Think So Joe Show.
And let's see, Devin Mullen is in Anxious Kids Make Good People, and he is also involved in the Post-Apoc concert series. This week it is called Squall, so you can look for the event page. It starts at 8, so when you're done listening to us, you can go and listen to Post-Apoc Squall. What does squall mean?
I don't know.
kind of fun to say.
The whole time you're talking about 8 o'clock, I'm like, ooh, Buffalo's going to beat Boston at 8 o'clock.
Not right at 8.
Well, no, I mean, at like 10 o'clock, but
Yeah.
maybe like 5 to 10 because it's probably the last game of the series, so they're going to show the handshake and all that at the end.
Okay.
Because, hockey is classy, motherfuckers. shake hands at the end of a fucking playoff series. You don't see that in other sports.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
You don't see that at the end of a series in other sports. Somebody don't win the Super Bowl and go shake the other team's hand,
I thought they did.
No, that only happens in hockey. Just like the trophy presentation. Goes to the players, doesn't go to the fucking owners.
Yeah.
You fucking played your ass off. You won this trophy. Here's the fucking trophy.
Yeah.
Not, you paid these guys to play this game and win this trophy for you. Here's the trophy.
Yeah.
Hockey's awesome. I miss hockey.
You
I
still
truly
had
do.
your hockey.
I have old hockey. I want current hockey. And I want current hockey to be like old hockey in a sense of I want the fans to be as passionate about this team again that they were in 2006 and in 1999 and, back when they were in the playoffs. Like, go support the team and then maybe they'll be motivated to fucking play.
Right.
I don't know. That's why I try to go to as many games as possible. I want to be there yelling my lungs out and rooting on this team, and whether they win or lose, still cheer for them and be down with the Buffalo Sabres and wanting to, see them succeed.
Yeah.
And dropping my money on hockey jerseys. I've seen some concepts for the new jerseys that are coming out next year, and I don't know how accurate they are, but if they're accurate, I'm dropping a couple of $100 at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Because these concepts just look great. And so it's like, oh well, okay, there's a new home jersey I need to buy, and they're supposedly based on the Winter Classic jerseys. The one you got Hamburger Helper on.
Hey.
Well, I'm
The
telling.
one I got Hamburger Helper out of?
Yes.
Actually, I don't think I did get it out of it
I
yet.
don't know, but anyway. But no,
Where is it?
I think it's in the closet, honestly. But and no, I'm just saying that's the one that the so you have a visual idea in your head which jersey I'm talking about.
All I can see in my head is the Hamburger Helpers spot.
Because I own 7 Sabres jerseys.
Yes, you do.
I did hockey jersey bingo the other day on Facebook, and I'm like, man, I need more hockey jerseys. Because I didn't get bingo.
No?
No.
What do you need?
I don't know. I think it's in my phone. It's either in my phone or it's in my pictures folder on my computer. I don't know. Depends where I did it. Get my phone out here. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. You can talk while I'm doing this. Don't feel like you just need to stare at me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you're so cute.
Checking my phone.
But you're so cute.
Was this the hockey jersey bingo? This was hockey jersey bingo. To get bingo. If I get a jersey of a defunct team, like the Hartford Whalers, the Quebec Nordiques, the Atlanta Thrashers, fuck them. Then I'll have bingo.
Okay.
But that's the closest I am to a bingo. So other ones are original 6 teams, military appreciation jersey, a player you now dislike, a retired player, an all-star jersey, a minor league jersey, a band jersey. I don't have a band jersey, but I have a ThinkSoJoE show jersey.
Right.
I've been looking at band jerseys. I want a Metallica one.
Of course.
Warm-up jersey, a defunct team jersey, NWHL or CWHL jersey, the jersey of a rival team. I used to have a Maple Leafs jersey when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have knocked off original 6 and rival team. And a team from the Pacific Division, a Hockey Fights Cancer jersey, a Stadium Series jersey, and an international jersey, which I almost bought a Team Canada jersey when I was in Canada.
Yeah.
Just because I love the Team Canada jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Team USA jerseys when they have the big script logo on them instead of just USA, but
Yeah.
Yeah. You stealing toothpicks?
I am going to steal a toothpick.
I fixed a guitar with a couple of toothpicks over the past week.
How on earth did you do that?
So I bought this guitar off eBay, and what the dude didn't tell me is that the screw that holds in the guitar strap peg was stripped. And I didn't find this out until I'm playing at Tudor Lounge. And I get the guitar out, and I'm like, why isn't this attached? And I'm like, oh, that's why it's not attached. I try to put it back in, and I'm like, wait, this just comes right back out. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta figure out how to fix this. So I went online, and it was like, here's how you fix a stripped hole in a guitar. And just take some wood glue, put it on a couple of toothpicks, jam them in there, cut them off right at the end, and where at the end of the guitar, and let it dry overnight, and then screw it right back in there.
It makes sense.
And it fucking worked.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it worked.
Good.
Yeah. So, I've been learning how to DIY even more stuff while I've been home. Just. Because I wasn't doing that enough, I guess.
No, you're not DIY enough by far.
Yeah. I DIY like everything if I can.
I know, it's so funny. You're like, I can figure out how to do this. Whatever it is, like, I can do this.
Like, even when I had a car, it's like, okay, what's wrong with it? How can I fix it? What do I do? Okay, got it. Done. And then, my old apartment, my toilet stopped flushing. And we had a maintenance guy. We called the maintenance guy. He comes over. He fixes the toilet. Mm-hmm. Flush the toilet. Toilet won't flush again. It's like, dude, what the fuck? And so instead of calling the maintenance guy, I'm like, how the fuck do I fix this toilet? Mm-hmm. And I fix the damn toilet my damn self. So that's, I'm always down to DIY pretty much anything. Make it happen,
Oh my gosh, you know what I was thinking about not too long ago that happened to me when I was probably like 22. I drove then, and it was shortly after my father passed away. Mm-hmm. So, I was still adjusting, and I was dating a boy, and his dad really took care of me because I don't know, he felt bad because I didn't have my dad. And he especially would always help me with shit with my car. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not something was wrong with my horn. It just didn't work or something. So he went and he bought a new horn, and he replaced my horn. And this was, so nice of him. Nobody asked him to do this. It's so nice. And I'm driving home. This was when I lived in a trailer park, so this is bad. Mm-hmm. I'm driving home, and I'm driving through the area in Sanborn and Triple C area, mm-hmm. down the town line. Mountain Hill, whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Somewhere along the line, my horn just starts honking.
Oh, no.
Just honk. And, I would hit a bump in the road, and it would honk, honk, honk. It was
oh, no.
all the way home. I didn't know what I was going to do. I drove all the way to Rice Corners like this. I'm, lifting on the steering wheel, trying to, pry the horn apart. Maybe the button, something. I don't know. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. Well, I pulled in the trailer park, and my mom comes running outside. It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. She comes running outside. She's like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, Mom, my car's broke. I don't know what to do. Honk, honk in the trailer park. So I drove across the street to Tops. And you know those, glass hammers they have, the seatbelt cutter? Mm-hmm, and mm-hmm. It's supposed to save your life if you drive off a bridge or whatever.
Sure.
I had one of those because my grandfather thought I was going to drive off a bridge, and I used that. I just went in there and I fucking yanked that wire, and I pulled the horn out, and it stopped, but I didn't have a horn anymore. We were back to ground zero there.
I actually had to get a horn put in my last car because the horn didn't work and I needed it to pass inspection.
I know, that was the only reason it was to pass inspection.
And the funny thing is, I never ended up passing inspection. I literally crashed the car before I could pass inspection.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was still like on the temporary inspection. Like that's how short of a period I had the car.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I had an extension. It wasn't like the it wasn't like, you know, the 30 days from the DMV or whatever. It was, I had an extension from my mechanic.
Because you went and tried and like it didn't pass?
Well, because he fixed the horn, so that was done. But there was a problem with my battery would keep coming undone.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So like
That seems very problematic.
well, what happens when your battery gets disconnected is it resets your information in your car's computer, and like your emissions like calculations, whatever the fuck, something that needs to be valid, you know, and show up in the tests
Yeah.
for inspection, and they weren't going to pass my inspection without it, and basically the only way to fix it is to keep driving, and that was it was a couple of weeks that I'm like driving with you know, just this temporary inspection sticker, and just trying to get my you know, car to run long enough to be able to do whatever this diagnostic is. And I was literally that day was like gonna go home, eat breakfast, go to the mechanic.
Yeah.
And I never made it home. I mean, I made it home, but not with the car. So Kevin says the bridge imagery is fun of you smashing the horn with the bridge imagery. Yeah, you know, if you're a fan of Mythbusters, they did one where they, you know, this is what you do if you start sinking in a car.
Yeah.
So, like, if you accidentally drive off a bridge. The only time I was ever worried about driving off a bridge was when I was in Seattle, like on my way to Seattle, and we're driving around the mountains.
Oh.
And so it's like there's just this narrow road, and you're on this mountain, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta be alert and paying attention and staying in between the fucking lines here.
Yeah.
You know, like, I ain't driving off no fucking bridge, you know, off no fucking mountain into a fucking, you know, the canyon below or whatever the fuck. You know, that was the only time I was ever really worried about that. I know, like, you know, there's people who worry about, like, the Grand Island Bridge and stuff like that.
My mom worries about the Grand Island Bridge. Hi, Mom.
Oh, yeah, I know your mom worries about the Grand... Your mom takes, like, the longest way to get here because she doesn't want to take the Grand Island Bridge.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
My mom doesn't like the Grand Island Bridge either.
No?
No. And there's a lot of people who don't like it. Me, I was just like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine.
Yeah. No, the one time I was worried about a bridge, I was coming back from Lewiston and like spun out on a bridge.
Oh, wow.
And like, yeah, I kind of don't want to go to work right now, but I kind of have to go to work right now.
Yeah.
You know, or wherever the fuck I was going. I don't remember, but I just remember I was on a bridge and I spun out and I'm like, shit, I'm dead. This is
Yep.
where I die.
Yep.
You know?
Oh my God, the times that I have said that to myself, like, this is it. This is how you end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Near-death experiences. Hooray.
I don't know, I think the only time I really like truly had that near-death experience was the car crash.
Yeah.
When I hit the pole, because I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, I guess I'm dying now. And then I hit the pole and the airbag saved my ass, you know. Seatbelts too.
Yeah.
You know, and I had the big bruise across my stomach, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
where the fuck did this bruise come from? What is this bruise? And then I realized, like, oh, that's from the seatbelt. I was
Yeah.
like, the doctor is looking at me at the hospital, and I'm just like, I don't know what this bruise is from. I don't know where this came from. And I'm like, just the light bulb moment. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh. I'm worried about what I'm worried about the Skyway is it's right over Canal Side.
Oh.
So like I'm worried about cars, you know, going off of
Going
that
in
bridge while I'm
Canal
watching
Side.
a concert.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get the fear of driving over bridges. I understand that. It's a nervous feeling. Being right next to a semi truck. You ever
Yeah.
you know that's not a fun feeling. I don't know. I just, I'm just happier having somebody else drive me.
Yep.
like, yeah, I will Uber or bus or whatever. Like, it's not fun right now
Right.
because I'm very limited in where I can go because I don't want to take a bus and I don't want to call an Uber. But so it'd be nice to have a car right now, but
Right.
I don't regret not driving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't regret saying, you know what, I don't have time to do a sleep study. I'm not going to do one. You guys want to, just keep, I'm not even going to renew my license. Just give me a non-driver ID. Just make sure it's enhanced so I can go to Canada.
Yep.
So I can go to Toronto and, see some hockey games and some concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got to do the hockey game thing. Now let's keep fingers crossed that I can do the concert thing.
Can you pull this up really fast?
I suppose I can do
It's
that.
Homes with the Tones.
Holmes, is that on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I got to go on Facebook now.
Homes with a Z.
Come on. At Homes with the Tones. May 9th at 7 p.m.
Okay.
That is next month. That's
Yes.
a couple of weeks from now.
Yep.
A couple of Saturdays from
Look at
now.
they brought the spatula back.
Oh, yeah, spatulas. I was talking to Dennis. I think we were talking to him in the chat last week, weren't we? Was Dennis in the
Yes.
chat and we were talking about the spatulas? I had one and I've lost it in the course of
Yes.
moving. Yeah. We played shows with the Magic Tones all the fucking time. Magic Tones, Six Pin, all kinds of bands you were associated with were
And
on
we didn't
bills
know
with
each
my
other.
band all the time.
Because that's when I was in school or just come back from school and was working with, what's his name?
Well, what is this? This is, I just got tagged in a post. I don't know what this is about.
Oh, no.
This could be interesting. Local sauce seeking comic book / storyboard illustrating types of people.
Oh, cool.
Hey everyone, we miss you all and hope you're all taking the personal measures necessary to make sure we can sauce on you again soon. We're using our time to be productive. We're looking for comic book / storyboard illustrators for a project. So if anybody's interested, contact Yellow Sauce.
That's pretty sweet. I'll have to share that.
Contact the other members of Yellow Sauce. Don't contact me. I'll just be like, yeah, dude, talk to Leland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to some new Yellow Sauce content. So
Yeah.
we've definitely been all keeping busy. Just doing some. It's been fun, the new content. So
Cool.
yeah,
Very excited.
I even get told to eat shit on this album apparently. So it's my turn, I guess. We got the two of them on several times over the first couple of albums. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Gonna be new fun Yellow Sauce. Basically a reboot of the first album. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
I don't either.
But yeah, that's gonna be fun. And Living Brain Dead's basically got a whole new album written. So
That's exciting.
yeah, it's just a matter of
Getting together.
learning all the songs.
Yeah.
Because Brian wrote them all, and we don't know any of them.
Ah.
Well, I don't know any of them. I know one. I was learning one of them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I could play this one. So I have a folder full of tracks. Just like there's more tracks in that than there are on our actual EP, which you can get this Friday at Bandcamp and get all the money to us if you so choose to do so. But again, give it to artists like Sarah Elizabeth and Christina Stock, and those who are not working right now and need the money,
Yeah.
because we're okay. We're okay to a point where I'm just like, ooh, I don't need this, but I'm buying it. I'm gonna buy an acoustic guitar pickup, even though I have an electric acoustic guitar.
You asshole.
I play the.
Put it in the ukulele.
It might be too small, too big for the ukulele.
Oh.
You know what though? I play this other guitar, I think, more often.
Yeah.
So I think, if it would be nice to have a pickup for it if I ever want to play it out.
Okay.
Which maybe Porch Fest if it happens. Yeah, this shit needs to end by June so I can do Porch Fest
Yeah.
and do the prom. And, you know, like, I've been looking forward to these things, man.
Yeah.
Hit up
For
other
a
man. Yeah,
while.
Leland's watching or listening or something. He just sent me a message laughing about.
Raffle.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only person who still raffled.
He raffled. All right, so we got one more song
One
for you
more.
tonight. Yeah. And this is from Christina Stock. What's up with Christina Stock? And why is my phone ringing?
Christina is also involved in the post-apoc squall show that will be happening at 8 o'clock, so in about 5 minutes. You can go to Facebook Live, post-apoc concert series, Squall. That's SQUALL. We don't know what it means.
Yeah. I'm sure we could look it up, but we don't have time.
We'll
have to
do
play
that for
music.
next week.
We have to play music and go
Yeah.
away.
So what do we got from
Eat
Christina?
dinner. This is a song from Christina Stock. It's called Fell So Hard on all WNY Think So Joe Show. I'm stalling because we still have a little bit of time.
Oh.
It's a 4-minute song and there's 5 minutes left.
Oh, jeez.
What do I do?
There we
There we
go.
go. Okay. See you next week, guys.
It's been months since I knocked out, my world is still spinning. With the booze I consume, I'll admit that it's fitting. When my face hit the pavement, it left me forgetting why I'd spend one more day in the life I'd been living. So you say, why don't we try this out? So willing. What the hell, why don't we ride this out till the thrill is gone? Finding out, so chilling. Maybe it's crazy things that help me love again. And maybe it's crazy things that help. You know I tried to be all that you wanted, but I fell so hard. Da 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 da, I fell so hard. Da 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 da, I fell so hard. It's been months since we started, my headache is splitting. With the booze we consume, I'll admit that it's fitting. With the look in your eyes, there's one thing you're forgetting. That the warmth in your heart, dear, is just the beginning. So you say, why don't we try this out? So willing. What the hell, why don't we ride this out till the thrill is gone? Finding out, so chilling. Maybe it's the crazy things that help me love again. Yeah, maybe it's the crazy things that help. You know I tried to be all that you wanted, but I fell so hard. Da 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 da, I fell so hard. Da 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 da, I fell so hard. You know I tried to be all that you wanted, but I fell chilling.